Hey, what's going on, people? So check it out. I am in mid-Ohio motorsports racetrack or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm here for the King of the Baggers in the Hooligan series. And we've talked about, how I love my people at Toast Performance. You guys know that. And I've talked that they're next level performance oriented. And that's one reason why I just love them so much, that they deliver us quality all the time. Not everybody knows this, so I'm gonna tell you. They did go legit. Some Toast people may or may not have been using this in outlaw settings. So they did go legit this year. Check this out, oh my God. Toast Performance, baby. They got a whole race team, a Hooligans Race series. And being that I'm an Indian lover, I do wanna point out that they ran the Indian FTR. Oh, look at that. So they ran the Indian FTR. I mean, that one's pretty highly modified. This one here looks a little less modified. And again, look at it, Toast, baby. Just like my people, just making things work. Sick. Of course, they wanted to do this, and then Indian goes and discontinues the FTR. So drop some sad music. All right, so here I am. I'm with Carbon and I'm with Nico. Why is Nico a hard word for me? What is going on? Dude, I'm so retarded. Anyway, so I'm here with Carbon, crew chief, what is it?
Crew chief, rider,
coach. You coach?
Yeah.
So
master of all coaches.
Master of all.
Maybe not quite that much, but
he's a master, world masters or something. Hey, so we got Carbon here, and we got Nico here. So you're both riding this one. That blue FTR is yours, which we had some come-offs. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah. We've had a couple spillies happen recently, a couple crashes, doing some testing and stuff, and sometimes testing doesn't go the way we planned.
How's that hand? How's the hand?
Only broken in 2 places this time, so way better than when I broke it 9 months ago.
So, but because of that, and also some come-off stuff with the bike, you're not running this weekend at all. You're just crew chiefing, basically.
Yep, we had to take a seat back and just, help support the teammate and make sure we're still out here representing the way we want to be seen and having some fun with motorbikes. I got to ride Monday during a test day, which was a lot of fun, but that's where the bike really showed that it had some imperfections. Just not worth the risk to destroy our bodies or our bank accounts anymore if it's not quite ready.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, Justin.
Yeah, there you go. And then we got Nico here. They're running this one. They're both 24 FTRs.
23.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right, 23. Yeah, they're both 23s.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm mistaken, my bad. By the way, the FTR is one of the funnest. I don't ride on the track, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I take my bagger on the track for a dummy, but anyway, on the street, it's one of the funnest bikes, and I always say the FTR is crazy because it's kind of a hooligan bike. It's good at a lot of things, but not great at anything. And it's like a rabbit. It's like
great when you put Toast pipe on it.
Oh,
it's great at that.
I think it's one of the greatest sounding bikes.
Yeah,
I 100% agree.
Slow in a straight line.
It's not that slow.
It's
no,
slow
yours is slow, but yours is fast.
Yeah, I mean, we did have a little. We've had some higher top speed than some of the Triumphs and some of the other Yamahas this weekend. Some of them.
You may have.
I did. You definitely didn't.
I definitely did. Part of that could be the bike, part of that could be the rider.
So, isn't it to move 7 pounds takes 1 horsepower? You got a couple extra 7 pounds.
Yeah, so showing up as a fat dude, I definitely want the best bike underneath me.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely my bike's a little bit on the light side, but next year we'll be on some much stronger, and that will definitely not be the complaint.
Listen, guys, the FTR is going away on the streets, and it's probably seeing less and less professional days on the track.
Yep,
Yeah.
most definitely. We can't even supply clutches anymore.
I mean, SNS isn't running them, right? I mean, there's reasons for this. So, so that's just real talk. So to be on the professional level, the Moto America level, these guys are pros. They need to have the best. They need to have the best, right? Or something, at least they can get the support that they need. So next year's a whole new year, but I do love FTR, and it's always been known. So let's talk about this. Toast Performance steps up, and I mean, there's toasts everywhere. You guys are a cornerstone for Toast Performance, which I love. Those are my people. So shout out Justin, shout out Dan. I love you guys.
Absolutely.
So what do you got to say? Like, what do you think?
We're definitely trying to change the light of Toast. Toast has been really prominent in the street world, you know, stunting, background, street racing, all sorts of flat track type of experience, things like that, where people have seen the name. But in the professional paddock of road racing, it's not been a name that's trying to change that. We're trying to let people know we're here to play and we build real power. It's Toast Performance, right? It's not just Toast, it's Toast Performance. We're here to build performance, build pipes that make power. Next year, you'll see both of us on Yamahas building more power than just about anybody else on this grid. We're not gonna pull any pennies. We're gonna make sure to do what we need to do. Of course, with Toast Performance's help.
Hell yeah.
But that pipe is going to be a key part of why we are going to be what we do. And one thing we love about them is when our bikes need something different, we say, hey, this pipe isn't doing what we need here, it's affecting our ground clearance there. Instead of saying deal with it, they say, let's go back to the drawing board, let's update it, let's revise it, let's make it better.
Yeah. Yes, they do that for their street stuff. If they realize...
Well, keep in mind, the same pipes we're gonna run on our race bikes are the same ones you'll buy for the streets.
Yeah.
Right? We're not making one-off race pipes. We're making production level pipes. You get to ride, and we get to race. Same thing with our King of the Baggers bike that we'll be building for next season. We're gonna have a Harley M8 going underneath us. The pipe's under development right now. I'm gonna, very much so plug the pipe, even though it's not necessarily publicly released. It is a beauty of a pipe. It sounds so freaking hearty and gets all of my tiddly bits all woken up. So, I had a big off on my bagger last year, and it was one of those I definitely debated not running a bagger again after that level of a crash. That pipe is definitely going to inspire me to get back on that thing for sure. I need to hear it every freaking month.
Toast makes the best sounding exhaust across all platforms. Let's just be honest. Like, you heard me pull up on my Challenger.
Oh, most certainly did.
It's
undeniable sound.
Yeah.
Undeniable sound.
But not just with the sound. I mean, it flows the best. On all these platforms that we're doing, the MT-09 that we're going to have next year. I mean,
a little louder, bro.
The MT-09 that we're going to be running next year and the XSR, it
Yamaha 9 platform.
Yeah, it flows better than any other exhaust manufacturer that they have.
I mean,
plain and simple.
For reference too, just to show their seriousness towards racing with their R9, MT-09, and XSR 900, the Yamaha 9 platform, they went out, purchased one of each model, every set of rear sets that's mainly, major branded, and they're retesting their pipe to make sure our brackets work with every single different option. So you can buy things off the shelf, modify your bike, and not have restrictions. So it's one of those things, we've never met a company that's willing to do that much effort just on what a couple of club level guys, whatever, trying to make it in the pros say, right? We love racing motorcycles. It's our life. And if they love building motorcycles, it looks like we're in the same field by a big shot.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I mean, if you just look at the head pipes on the Challenger, that they went extra to figure out the best flow, like you were saying, and they've revised it. Everybody knows I had version 1, and in the testing, after I got version 1 is when they realized, like, wow, we can really improve this. They stopped manufacturing old pipe, and then they started doing version 2, and then they did big bore, which nobody in market offers bigger diameter pipe for a 112 Power Plus motor, period. Now, I know you guys are talking M8s and we're talking FTRs, but this is just an example of what they're doing. They're willing to do with the MT-09s or all the Yamaha platforms. I mean, they're big in the superbike world. They've always been big in the superbike world. So anyway.
The first bike I ever saw with their pipe was a R1, and it was one of those ones where it had like the 4 tips in it. Oh my God.
It made me want to buy an R1.
I was a little kid, if you know what I mean. I just, I have a need.
Yeah.
And I finally have, squelched my need, and have everything side of a tattoo of their logo at this point. I mean, maybe we can work that out on some extra
group
support.
tattoos.
Wink,
Group
wink.
tattoos. Group tattoos.
Hey, if we get top 10 next year, I'm down.
Okay, if you get top 10, I'm down. Let's fucking do it. I'll do it. I'll do
I
it.
got a reason to fight. Let's
And
do
I don't
that.
even put an I don't have an Indian tattoo. I'll put a toast tattoo on. Let's do it.
I'm too in.
Anyway,
I'm too in.
so you coach also, right? You want to plug that real quick?
Yeah, so I do all sorts of coaching out through like the CHP CMSP program out in California. Coach with SoCal Supermoto and help support their program. They help support me in a great deal. Arroyo's motorcycle training. We teach people how to ride from the basics at that location. I do private coaching through Riding with Carbon as well. We coach with a couple different track day organizations, things like that. My big, argument always is just that coaching is key, right? It's one of those things, no matter how good you are, you can always get better. If you ask the best in the country, the people who are at the top of this grid, they all will have things they can improve on throughout the weekend and continue to go home and work on. So whether, it's any reputable major school, plugging some I have no affiliation with, Yamaha Champion Riding School, California Superbike School, things like that as well. Just make sure to go get, reputable coaching. Don't ask your cousins, your friends, and things like that. It's safety. Right, this is one of the most dangerous things we can do.
Don't ask fish. Don't ask me. Okay.
But if this guy's your friend, like he is mine, then that is the right person to ask.
Right. I've got an okay basis, but I can definitely say I'm working on things every day.
Yeah.
Right. I've got one of my coaches who's in the paddock as well, and every time I come off track, I'm running over to him. We're talking to him through things. Then after we deal with that, I'm running over. I'm talking to him through things. Yep. Right. It's a flow of information, but whether you're on the track, you're on the streets, it doesn't change the fact that we need to be the best we can be if we're on bike. Right. Professionals practice until they can't get things wrong. Right. If you're riding on the streets, we know how many things can go wrong. Treat it like you're a professional, right? Practice so you can't get things wrong. So my biggest thing is just preaching, making sure you get the coaching, you get safe on a bike, wear your gear. I can't sweat it enough. As somebody who's bounced off the floor like a basketball recently, I'm still here. I've had pretty major crashes in the last year. And going from breaking, my feet, both hands, right arm, left shoulder, 5 ribs, 2 vertebrae, internal damage, I'm still out here riding a motorcycle this weekend because the gear I have on allows me to only have that damage rather than be deceased and then recover at a rapid state to be able to get back to what I love. So, just a little spiel coming from Carbon, Riding with Carbon. Make sure you're safe.
Do you have social media or anything?
Yeah, everything's just at Riding with Carbon. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever it is, it's Riding with Carbon, CARBON. All I post is motorcycle content, the occasional St. Bernard, and every once in a while, shout out to my 800,000 mile Toyota truck, because that workhorse has been driving these bikes across the country for a real long time, and now I just jump it in the dirt and it makes me happy.
And what do you got anything you want to plug? Do you coach also now?
So no, I don't coach. I just ride.
Okay.
And I think
we call him Factory Boy. That's his nickname.
Factory Boy. No, I'll plug Nexus Funding 123. We do loans for houses across the United States, multiple states. Social media: Nico Alexander, Facebook, Instagram. Racing page on Facebook is Nico Alexander number 131. But other than that, I don't have anything else to plug. No coaching, nothing. Riding with Carbon again. I'll plug that. I'll plug that.
I'll say that my one of my coaches and supporters is our other third teammate, Alex Calloway, who's not with us this weekend. He's too busy, working for our country, defending us and whatnot with the military.
All that freedom that we need.
Yeah, he's all busy protecting that for us so we can go out and have fun. Thanks, Coach. But also for this round in particular, I want to give a major shout out. Technical Adhesives,
yes.
Right? They came on board at the last minute when we needed some support, as well as HYR Motorsports out in Redlands, California, and our mechanic Jonathan Wagner, who is, Johnny Two Shoes coming out, letting us, focus on being a rider instead of having to be our own crew and everything like that. There's a whole lot of, it takes a village to come out and do these events.
Absolutely.
And, it's definitely one of those things. Truth be told, apparel helping keep us look professional, things like that. Blood lubricants, letting us keep these things running as good as we do. Lindemann Engineering, making our suspension amazing.
Fantastic.
Right? I've never had something where I've gotten on a bike and been able to push a pace so confidently. Racer's Edge Performance Vegas for Dunlop tires, the sticky, icky glue that holds us to the floor.
Nexus Funding for supplying all the food at every race round, including accommodations, and you know, he throws some tires in there quite often.
For one of our riders. One of our riders gets tires.
This guy.
Mr. Factory over here.
Yeah,
Factory boy. Yeah.
Factory. It's cool. I get him right after he's done with them, so I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
So here's the thing.
Now I don't know what to do with my hands. So.
So here's what we're gonna do. I've often spoke about becoming a better. Every time I ride, I try to be better. And so I think we're gonna do some big moves to try to make myself better. And I talk a lot of shit, okay? So maybe I should go to California.
Yep, we're gonna come out to California. We're gonna ride with SoCal Supermoto for a couple of days. We're gonna get them out there. SoCal Supermoto is an all-inclusive supermoto school. Not only do they help, you know, when I was injured, they sold shirts on my behalf and actually gave 100% of the funds, including the cost of the shirt, towards my recovery and things like that. They're currently doing a fundraiser, helping one of the family friends of the owner who's struggling with cancer, things like that. They're commonly giving back to our community as motorcyclists. And, you know, I'm very, very honored to be part of their organization, consider myself part of their family. But one of the biggest things we do is we give people the skills and tools to help keep them safe out on the road. And all-inclusive course, somewhere around $400 in Southern California, includes your bike, your gear. We buy pizza normally, ton of fun, photos, things like that. We have daytime sessions, nighttime sessions.
All right, switching to the phone because you just got to acknowledge it. The picture's probably different or something. Switching to the phone only because overheating issues with the camera. It's hot as hell. It's like 90. It's been a lot of come-offs this weekend. Yeah,
It's been bad.
Yeah, it's been tough. So what we were saying is it's always better to keep improving. What we do for fun can kill us. And overconfidence is also something that is not always the greatest thing. Anyway, so if you're in the SoCal area, you guys should definitely look these guys up. Well, he's a pretty face. But this guy, right, wherever, this guy here can...
I'll send you his way.
There you go. And I'm going to work on coming to SoCal. We're going to figure something out. I would actually like to do this. Maybe I'll make my boy Kev come with me, and we'll just have a fun...
I think we should.
4 or 5 days. Maybe we could do some meet and greets while we're hanging out. It'll be cool stuff. I love SoCal. Anyway, guys, look them up. Toast Performance, you guys are my people. I appreciate everything. As always, anything else? That's it?
I mean, I gotta make sure we shout out. Both of us have a very, very important support system, our wives. And if we forget to make that shout out, we might not make it home. So both of us, huge shout out to our missus that help support us out here.
His wife for putting up with me also. You know, that's kind of a thing. My wife for putting up with me.
Yeah. We just can't emphasize enough that it takes a village. Every single person that supports, likes, comments, subscribes, buys a Toast pipe. If you buy a Toast pipe, I mean, honestly, just go buy a Toast pipe. But make sure to drop our names if you're willing, because it definitely helps them know where you came from, right? We need the race team to show them that we're what it is, and we need you guys to help us accomplish that task. So it means the world to us, anybody that can help us grow. And the more we grow Toast, the more we grow this platform, the better of a showing we can make next year, especially considering we've had a pretty hard year of trying to make things stick and not being able to for a whole season, which is dramatically stupid and expensive. So next year we want to make sure we get to reap the rewards of all this hard work we've been putting in for a long time. So please just go out, support every brand that supports motorcycle racers. Mission Tortillas, who help support King of the Baggers, as well as Super Hooligans and sponsors at Moto America, VP Fuel, any of these major brands that you see out here. The advertising's there for a reason. By supporting them, you're supporting us directly as well. So just please remember that. It stays in the community. Support your community.
Hey, shout out to the wife too, because I can't just leave mine out. So and then the last thing is he's right. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want more racing information, and then we'll end this like I always do. Ride hard, ride fast, and say hi to somebody you don't know. Peace.